stored with your other supplies for many years and works in any gas-powered vehicle or backup generator. With the bitterly cold temperatures predicted for this winter, now is the best time to stock up on spare fuel. So go to GetSpareFuel.com. That's GetSpareFuel.com. GetSpareFuel.com.
He sells, but who's buying? Look, I've made a big study of history because I find it fascinating. Other folks watch sitcoms. I read history books. At least when I had time, I did.
I go to court when
And you end up getting mental illness in government and corporations throughout history. Companies, organizations. It's kind of like a dark logic. It's like a twisted economy. People start cheating in war, cheating in business. Then it becomes whole systems of fraud. Then you get inventiveness in corruption and plots and conspiracies. And no matter how many of them get declassified or whistleblowers exposed, the greed, the evil just grows. And we're entering that cycle right now. So I'm kind of answering my question that I asked Boyle. I want Dr. Boyle's take on this. It's just this. I see the actions of the ruling system worldwide, and it's very Nero-esque. It's very arrogant, narcissistic, mentally ill. Mental illness can destroy families. It's destroyed friends of mine. I've seen it destroy people in business. People end up thinking they're Jesus, or people end up thinking you're a space alien, schizophrenic type stuff. I've seen nervous breakdowns, you name it. But when you get it in government, and incompetence mixed in with it, and corrupt big pharma, and a bunch of eugenicists saying there's too many black people, and that's what this Ebola czar is, a eugenicist. When I first saw him, I thought, I've heard of him. Oh, yeah, he runs all Al Gore stuff. And then it's declassified, all the things they've done to Africa with bioweapons and everything. Black people, it's just open season on them. Well, they're doing it to everybody, but they really like to go after black people. That's the apple of their eye. Dr. Boyle, I'm really freaked out at this point. I want you to get into money, but it's obviously bigger than that. But this is so bold. I don't see them getting away with this. The polls don't show it either. And people's kids die from this. Folks are going to know what did it. Has the elite gone completely insane at this point?
No, I don't think so. You mentioned Czar Ron Klain, Obama, Mrs. Obama, all the rest of them. They all went to Harvard Law School. Every one of them, they were after me. This is the Harvard Law School mafia at work. Cass Sunstein, you know of him. David Barron, who said Obama could murder Americans, put him on the First Circuit. I could go down the entire list. Occasionally there's a Yale law, or Harold Killer Cole, Mr. Drone. Occasionally there's a Yale law person, Mrs. Clinton. But this is Harvard Law Mafia. I went through the same program when I was there. If you saw the movie The Paper Chase, that's exactly what it's like. And these people, they are not incompetent. They are very bright, very intelligent, very well trained.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying...
Let me finish my...
Sure.
They are completely ruthless and unprincipled.
Yes.
So, sure, we could say that Hitler and the Nazis were nuts, but I don't think that gets us anywhere. During the war, the OSS did commission a psychological profile of Hitler by psychoanalysts, and I've read it. Trying to explain what motivated the man.
The Mind of Adolf Hitler, the Secret Wartime Report.
That's correct. So I see no point in saying these people are nuts. These people went through the same program that I went through, and they've been trained to operate this way. Czar Ron Klain, Harvard Law School buddy, Elena Kagan, I can go down the whole list. Larry Summers stole from Main Street to give to Wall Street, Harvard president. That is who we are dealing with here. So they are some of the smartest people in the country. Harvard, for these type of people, pretty much is a meritocracy. And they've been trained to be thoroughly ruthless. And again, I went through the same PhD program at Harvard that produced Kissinger and Brzezinski before me. They gave me Kissinger's old office.
No, we've got to have you on for a full hour sometime just on that. Stay there, back in 1 minute. I want to get into the money with Dr. Francis Boyle. Stay with us. This is powerful information. Thank you for joining us. And I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. with David Knight on the Sunday Show.
Visit GCNlive.com today.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN
All right, final
Radio
segment.
Network.
And Doc, sorry I interrupted you earlier. I know this is a really hardcore subject. I know that they're scientifically cold-blooded and smart. Just to me, it is a form of power-mad mental illness, because just because you can be Machiavelli, that doesn't mean you should be Machiavelli. And I know, why did they end up bringing you through that high-level program that so few go through, and then you ended up not joining them? I mean, I think that's another example of how there are ways to turn this around. I don't think they're invincible. A, I want to get your take on that, and then B, follow the money. Give us your take on that.
No, they're not invincible, but they've been trained to think like Nazis, and that's pretty much what we're dealing with. These neoconservatives go back to
Strauss.
Leo Strauss. I went there as an undergrad. They trained me to be one of them, too. And his godfather was Carl Schmitt, the leading Nazi jurisprudence of his day, who justified every hideous atrocities the Nazis ever inflicted, including against the Jews, for our Jewish listeners out there. As for the money, yes, these two bioweapons vaccines that I've mentioned have already been patented. You can see in today's New York Times, the Galveston weapon vaccine has been patented, and it's already been reported that the National Institutes of Health, CDC, have a patent on the technology behind Ebola. So what we see here is, as you said, rolling this out, then coming out with the two vaccines that they know work, and making a killing off of this, because with patents, they can charge whatever they want, and to stay alive, people are going to pay whatever they want. And so what we're going to be seeing is the rich will get either one or both of these drugs, and poor people who can't afford them will have to, do the best they can. I really don't know what to say about that, Alex.
Well, it's like Germany. A few years ago, it came out, even in the BBC, that they had, quote, clean vaccines. So they'll run limited runs that are actually good vaccines. Who knows what will be in the other vaccine from the group that brought us the Ebola to begin with?
Well, I think that's what we've seen here. That is, I think if you read the New York Times today very carefully, they have vaccines already that work for these two different types of Ebola weapons. And my guess is that, our leadership elite has probably been administered these things already. The positive sign, however, is we need to get access to those two vaccines. And there is a special procedure there in the WHO where you can, and World Trade Rules, you can break patents for public health. And we need to get those vaccines immediately, the real ones, not any fake ones, and get them, if my surmise is correct, and this is my surmise, get them into mass production immediately at reduced rate, certainly for the people of West Africa, because I'm not sure how much time they have between you and me.
Well, Dr. Boyle, we're also thankful for you. Folks can find all of your books on Amazon.com. You've got Destroying Libya and World Order, the 3 decades U.S. campaign to terminate Gaddafi revolution. If folks want to read real information that's been very well vetted, they should get your books. We've talked about this over the last decade you've been coming on or so. We've never done it. I should have you on, not when it's breaking feverish news, but for an hour sometime to talk about Harvard, to talk about that PhD program, the Kissinger-Brzezinski program that so few are part of, and to talk about the mindset, because to know our enemy is important. And
well, that's the way I saw it. I was a bull for the peace movement for 10 years at the University of Chicago with all the neocons, and at Harvard for 7 years with 4 degrees. Including teaching 2 years at Harvard. Right, that's exactly what I did.
Did they get mad when you let them know that you weren't with them?
I don't think I'm very pleased. I think they would just as soon revoke my degrees if they could, but they're sort of stuck with me.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to talking to you again very soon. Have a good weekend. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, thanks, and my best to all your listening audience out there.
Thank you, sir. Folks, we're out of time. Back to Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Great job, crew. Pray for peace. Developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula. Super